We are continuing to follow breaking news coming into the ABC2 newsroom. As we've reported this morning, Baltimore police say a doctor has been shot at Johns Hopkins Hospital and a suspect is holed up inside. We're showing you right now a picture we pulled from Twitter of Baltimore police or SWAT team members outside that facility in East Baltimore at 600 North Wolf Street. Right now we're being told the doctor is in critical condition, and we were told earlier today that the suspect had been barricaded in one specific area of the hospital. It's a very large facility, as we've all known, in the Baltimore area. Nearly 2,000 registered nurses at Hopkins, more than 2,400 doctors on that 44-acre campus. We spoke with someone this morning on the phone inside the facility who told us this incident was happening in the Nelson building on floor 8. We have not been able to confirm that yet, but if that is the case, that is the building right outside the main entrance to Hopkins Hospital. Our Roosevelt Leftwich is live at a staging area set up for the media. Rosie, what can you tell us?
What I can tell you is this, is right now that the area around Johns Hopkins Hospital has been cordoned off, probably from about Monument and Broadway all the way up past Wolf Street. At one time, police are not sure where the suspect was, if he was still inside the hospital or somehow managed to get out. We have heard on the scene that the shooting may have happened in, like you mentioned, the 8th floor, but that was like in the orthopedic section of the hospital. As of right now, police and fire units are responding. Just matter of fact, the mobile command post just went past me. This is a fire car right here going past me. They've got ambulances and a lot of other, lot of extra equipment. Also, they brought in the SWAT team. Members of the SWAT team, I could see, let's see, there's quite a few here. I can't really lost count, but they're all in their putting on their SWAT garb to basically to go inside the hospital or to be on hand in case they are needed. Once again, the hospital is on lockdown. From what we understand, that a lot of traffic issues in this area as well. But ambulances, I think, have also been halted coming to the emergency room here. But I'm going to double check and see if I can verify that as well. But it's there's lots of people here. They pretty much. We talked with some folks who were coming to Hopkins for treatment. They cannot get in now because of the lockdown, and so there's it's a very hectic situation out here. As people stand outside, I see a lot of people in doctors' clothing, nurses' clothing. They're standing outside right now because they may have left to say like for lunch or something like that, and they can't get back in the hospital. We are still going to follow this. We'll continue to follow this, and we'll hope to have some live pictures coming up in just a few minutes. Reporting live from Hopkins, Roosevelt Leftwich, ABC2 News.
So, Rosie, stick with me. As far as you're hearing there at the scene, you have not heard that the suspect has been apprehended. There were some earlier reports on the internet talking about that, but as far as you've heard from sources at the scene, the suspect is not in custody.
Well, we did, from what I understand, we got a statement from the hospital saying that the suspect had been apprehended. However, what you're seeing out here is totally contrary to that. I mean, there's police, SWAT officers in full garb out here. The SWAT vehicle is also here as well. We even saw the mobile command post. It went past me maybe a couple of minutes ago. So there is something is still going on. I'll put it to you that way. But we hope to find out more information as the police let us know. They've set up a command post for the media at the corner of Wolf and Madison Streets, and we're there, and we're just waiting to hear word. But from what I can tell from just looking out here on the street, I've seen SWAT officers in full gear coming out of the SWAT truck, look like they're heading up towards the hospital. It may be as an extra precaution, it may be that it's security, but they're just making sure, I guess, that things are taken care of here.
All right, Rosie, live at the scene there in Hopkins on the scene of this doctor shooting at the Johns Hopkins Hospital. As you reported before, the hospital is on lockdown since that emergency alert came out just after 11 this morning. Basically what that means, every patient, every staff member, people who are inside the facility have to go and stay inside the room they're in, lock the door if possible. We have heard someone coming into the newsroom right now tells me a person inside, they have also heard that the suspect has been caught, but that the facility is still on lockdown. We did get a statement from Johns Hopkins, their spokesman, John Lazaro, at 12:13 today, saying basically that the hospital was temporarily restricting access to the main hospital buildings following the report of that possible shooting incident. We have confirmed, though, there is a doctor shot inside that facility. Visitors, police officers, everybody who is inside the scene is on lockdown until further notice. Hopkins is not releasing any other details at this point. All we have confirmed is that a doctor has been shot at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Stay with ABC2 News online and on air for the very latest on this breaking news. We'll have those details as we get them.